I'm Kay and welcome back to Studio 33 Art by Kay. I'd just like to do another little reverse dip flower as inspired by Fiona Art, who does the most beautiful reverse dip flowers. I started doing those when I first started doing the paint pouring, and I haven't done many lately, so I've just done a larger one and now I'm just going to do the smaller one. It is a 8 inches or 20 centimetre across, so it's just a small one, this one. I've already just covered the back with paper and then I've taped around the edge. I just use the cheapest tape that I can get from the local hardware shop. It doesn't seem to make any difference whether it's cheap or expensive, as long as you push it down well. Give it a really good push to seal it around the edges. That just seems to work equally as well. So I'm just going to place that on my turntable. And today I'm just going to be using the Eraldo Ballet slipper as my base. And then I've got the other colours here. I've got Global Purple, I've got the Eraldo Mintish, Global Fuschia, Global Turquoise, and Global Metallic Gold. All of those colours, apart from the metallic gold, are all opaque colours that are not metallic at all. So I'm just doing a straight one with those. And I've got the ballet slipper I'm about to use as the base coat. It's looking fairly thick. I'll just spread that out with my little offset trowel. Actually not as thick once I'm starting to spread it. It looked thick, but it's actually not that bad at all. It's just like icing a cake. Just spreading it around. I'll just speed this one up so you don't have to watch me doing this whole thing. Well, I'm just going to be having to do a small voiceover now. Sorry about that. I've had a bit of a malfunction and for some reason my video camera decided to record in slow-mo halfway through. So learning a new skill. So I've just used the skewer there across the canvas to work out the center point. And now I'm putting the little plastic dessert cup down to pour the paints over. And I've got that basically in the centre by the look of it. And so I'm about to now start pouring the paints over. All the paints will be listed in the description box, but that one there is the Global Purple. And in between each layer, I'm going to be using the Eraldo di Paolo Iridescent White. So that's what I'm laying down there now. It's a beautiful colour. It's like a colour shift sort of colour. And now I'm putting the Eraldo di Paolo Mintish down there. No particular order to the colours. It's just how I feel about putting them down as I go. And that one's the Global Fuchsia going down. Another beautiful colour. Back to the Iridescent White. And now the Global Turquoise. Iridescent White. And just going to keep layering like this, and I will eventually finish off with the metallic gold, which is a Global Metallic Gold. So I'll now just speed this a little bit up, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so now I've laid all the colours down, and I'm just about to blow the little bit of gold that was left in the top of the cup, just to get that little puddle to move down and get it onto the canvas there. Now I'm just giving a gentle tilt just to sort of balance the painting on the canvas. It was obviously tilting one way a bit more than it should have. And now I'm just gently removing the little dessert cup from the middle. Careful not to drop any drips. Over it goes. And now I'm just watching the colours there flood towards the centre. Now taking a skewer, and I'm just going to draw a line through the middle of each of the petals there, and just give them some interest and some shape. And now I'm just drawing in towards the centre, and that will just bring that nice purple colour into the centre as well to create the centre of the flower. Now gently touching the centre, one to make a nice pattern and two to remove some of the excess paint that's sitting in there. Now I'm just taking a piece of paper towel, kitchen towel, which you can see has got ribs on it, which does help to create some texture and different pattern on the paint when it's laid down. I'm just spraying a little bit of water onto it, and that helps to prevent so much paint transferring onto the towel because it's already wet. And there we go, and it's just laid completely flat there for me. No air bubbles underneath that. It's another thing about having a wet towel. It stops, it allows it to directly lie on the paint without any air bubbles under it, or normally. Just gently patting it down, very gently. And now I'm just going to slowly pick up each side, one corner at a time. Okay, so now I'm just lifting the paper towel up from the centre of the flower very gently and as straight up as possible. And it looks like this particular flower is looking a lot better than the previous attempt that I made. Everything's looking a lot more balanced, which is great. So I'm just gently tapping the centre just to take off any excess paint from the middle, and also to create just a lovely little centre to the flower there. And now I'm just going to get the heat embossing tool and just gently wave it over the canvas just to burst any bubbles, and also to try and bring up any new cells that may appear by hitting it with the heat. I'm just now going to be getting the little skewer and just drawing in some definition between the petals, just gently dragging it into the centre there, which also helps to bring the paint into the middle and give a nice centre. and just giving the definition to each of the petals. It's just a slow drag through the middle, making sure to wipe the skewer off between each drag so you're not mixing the colours. And now I'm just going to give a gentle spin just to spread the flower over the canvas a little bit more so that it will reach the edges. So I'm just trying to get it to go to the edges there. Back the other way. So it's definitely gone off one side more than the others, so I'll just try and get this side to sort of run off a bit. Not too much. Don't want to move around too much or it's going to lose its shape altogether. Okay, well, it's different. It's pretty, but it's still not what I'm going for. What do you think, guys? Do you like that? I think I just need to get this edge off a bit more. So I'll just give it a little spin again. Maybe even move that around in case it is the turntable that's doing it. Okay, but it is really lovely. I think that's a lovely piece. So I'll just fix up these edges a little bit where the paint hasn't run over. And I will actually just blow the paint over the edge there. I don't want to spin it again because it's spinning everything else out too far. Let's use my head for a sec. Okay, so now the paint's gone over the edge. And that's it for today. So we'll keep working on this. Maybe my paints need to be a little bit thicker to hold their shape more. And also my lifting technique needs a bit of practice as well. So hopefully you did enjoy watching me do that though. And it has turned out, you know, a very pretty piece anyway. All right, I'll bring you down for a close-up. So this piece has ended up with a beautiful kind of marbling effect, really. So the mix of the paints themselves has been really lovely, even though it wasn't what I set out to achieve. So there you have it for today. As usual, if you have subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And if you haven't, if you would subscribe, that would be fantastic. And I'll see you all back here at Studio 33 in the not too distant future. Thanks so much. Bye-bye. So guys, off camera, I've just done a little bit of wrecking and with my skewer. And so just drawing some swirls through. And then I just spun it out again a little bit. And it's given it another totally different effect and different lease on life. So I'm thinking that that's actually really quite beautiful. That's in my humble opinion, of course. So what do you think, guys? Do you love it or not? Thanks for watching. Bye.